What if I told you that 99% of tourists visiting the Amalfi Coast are doing it completely wrong? They're missing experiences so incredible, so life-changing, that locals have been keeping them secret for decades. I just spent 3 weeks and over $10,000 uncovering the 15 most mind-blowing hidden gems along Italy's most stunning coastline, and what I discovered at number 7, it literally brought me to tears. But before we dive into these game-changing experiences, let me show you why everyone else is getting it wrong. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll have the insider knowledge that took me years to discover, and I guarantee you'll never look at the Amalfi Coast the same way again. Before we jump into these life-changing experiences, I need you to promise me something. If this video helps you discover your dream Italian adventure, smash that like button and subscribe because I'm about to share secrets that cost me thousands to uncover, and I'm giving them to you absolutely free. Plus, I've got a massive surprise waiting for you at the end that could literally pay for your entire trip to Italy. Now, here's what most tourists do wrong. They stick to the main towns, fight crowds, and miss the real magic. But what if I told you there's a hidden restaurant where you can dine inside a natural cave, or a secret beach that requires a 20-minute hike that rewards you with paradise? Let's dive in. Experience number 15. Hidden Beach of Furore. Let's start with number 15, and this one's already going to blow your mind. The Hidden Beach of Furore, and I'm calling it hidden because 90% of tourists drive right past this without even knowing it exists. Here's the thing, you'll park along the coast road, and then you have to hike down this narrow, winding path for about 20 minutes. Most people see the path and turn around. But those brave enough to make the journey discover this absolute paradise. Crystal clear water, dramatic cliffs surrounding you, and on a good day, you'll have this entire beach practically to yourself. The locals call it Il Fiordo, the fjord, and swimming here feels like you've discovered your own private slice of heaven. But wait until you see what's coming up at number 12. It's a restaurant experience so unique that celebrities pay thousands just to eat there, and I'm about to show you how to get the same experience for a fraction of the cost. But first, let me show you something that will completely change how you explore this coastline. Experience number 14. Private boat charter secret, number 14, and this is where most people make a huge mistake. They think they need to spend $500 per person on those crowded group boat tours. Wrong. Here's the insider secret. You can charter a private boat with a local captain for as little as $200 total if you know where to look. I found Captain Giuseppe through a local contact, not on any tourist website, and for $300, he took me and 3 friends on a private 6-hour adventure. We explored hidden grottos that the big boats can't access, stopped at secret swimming spots, and Giuseppe even prepared fresh bruschetta with tomatoes from his own garden. This is the type of authentic experience you simply cannot get on those tourist traps. And here's the best part, I'm going to tell you exactly how to find these local captains at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around. Quick question, drop a comment right now and let me know. Are you planning to visit the Amalfi Coast, or are you living vicariously through this video? I read every single comment, and I love connecting with fellow travelers. Experience number 13. Nonna Maria's cooking class, number 13, will warm your heart. Forget those touristy cooking classes in Positano that cost $150 per person. I discovered Nonna Maria's family home in Tremonti, where for just $60, she teaches you authentic Amalfi Coast recipes that have been in her family for generations. But here's what makes this special, it's not just cooking, it's storytelling. Maria shares tales of her grandmother, teaches you to make limoncello from lemons in her backyard, and at the end, you feast together like family. This 85-year-old woman has more energy than I do, and her stories about life on the coast during World War II. Honestly, it's these human connections that make travel truly transformative. If you're enjoying these insider secrets, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I put weeks of research into finding these hidden gems, and your subscription helps me continue creating this type of in-depth travel content. Plus, I've got something massive planned for 100K subscribers that you won't want to miss. Experience number 12. Cave Restaurant Revelation. Okay, this is number 12, the restaurant I teased earlier. Are you ready for this? Grotta Palazzesi in Polignano e Mare, dining inside an actual cave overlooking the Adriatic Sea. Now, I know what you're thinking, this must cost a fortune. And yes, dinner here can run $200 per person during peak season. But here's the insider hack. Lunch service offers the exact same incredible ambiance for half the price, and if you book during shoulder season. I paid $85 for a 3-course meal in literally the most unique restaurant setting I've ever experienced. The sound of waves echoing through the cave, candles reflecting off the stone walls, and food that's absolutely phenomenal. But nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for what's coming at number 7. I actually started crying when I experienced it, and I'm not someone who cries easily. It's so powerful that it changed my entire perspective on travel. But first, let me show you how to explore the coast like a local. Experience number 11. Vintage Vespa Adventure. Number 11. Forget renting cars and dealing with impossible parking. Rent a vintage Vespa and experience the Amalfi Coast the way locals have for decades. For $40 per day, you can rent a classic Vespa in Amalfi town. But here's the pro tip: avoid the coast road during peak hours. Instead, take the mountain routes through villages like Scala and Ravello. These winding mountain paths offer views that are absolutely breathtaking. You'll stop at local cafes where tourists never venture, and you'll feel that incredible freedom that only comes from riding through the Italian countryside. Plus, nothing beats pulling up to a cliffside restaurant on a vintage Vespa as the sun sets. Pure Italian magic. Experience number 10. Villa Simbrone's Secret Garden. Number 10 takes us to Ravello, but not where you think. Everyone goes to Villa Ruffolo, but the real magic is at Villa Simbrone's Infinity Terrace. This garden is like something from a fairy tale. Ancient statues, hidden pathways, and then, the Infinity Terrace. Standing here feels like you're floating above the Mediterranean. Greta Garbo called this, the most beautiful place on earth, and standing here, you understand why. The view stretches endlessly across the sea, and on clear days, you can see all the way to Calabria. Pro tip. Visit during golden hour, about an hour before sunset. The light is magical, and you'll have much better photo opportunities than during the crowded midday hours. We're halfway through this list, and if you're getting value from these insider secrets, please take 2 seconds to smash that like button. It really helps the algorithm share this video with other travelers who need these tips. And seriously, number 7 is going to completely blow your mind. Experience number 9. Ravello Festival Secret. Number 9, and this one's seasonal, but if you can time it right, it's absolutely magical. The Ravello Festival runs from June to September, but here's what most people don't know. You can attend dress rehearsals for a fraction of the ticket price. I paid just $25 to watch a world-class orchestra perform in Villa Ruffolo's gardens, while regular tickets were $150. The acoustics are incredible, you're surrounded by ancient gardens, and the Mediterranean serves as your backdrop. It's cultural immersion at its finest. Experience number 8. Limoncello Trail Adventure. Number 8 combines adventure with authentic local culture. The Sentiero dei Limoni, the Lemon Trail, connects Maiori to Minori through ancient lemon terraces. This isn't just a hike, it's a journey through living history. These terraces have been cultivated for over 1,000 years, and walking through them feels like stepping back in time. Along the way, you'll meet local farmers who still harvest these famous Amalfi lemons by hand. Many will offer you fresh lemonade or let you taste their homemade limoncello. And trust me, limoncello made from lemons picked 5 minutes ago tastes nothing like what you get in tourist shops. It's pure liquid sunshine. Alright, we're getting close to that life-changing number 7, but first I need to share these next few experiences because they're going to save you hundreds of dollars and show you sides of the Amalfi Coast that most tourists never discover. Experience number 7. The Spiritual Awakening at Sant'Andrea Monastery. Here it is, number 7. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this experience changed me. Hidden high above Amalfi town is the ancient monastery of Sant'Andrea, and it's not on any tourist map. Getting here requires a 45-minute hike up ancient stone steps, and most people turn back after the first 10 minutes. But those who persevere discover something truly extraordinary. This monastery has been home to monks for over 800 years. I was invited to join their evening prayers, and as their voices echoed through the stone chambers, with the setting sun streaming through medieval windows, I honestly started crying. There was something so profound about being part of this ancient tradition, in this sacred space that's remained unchanged for centuries. It reminded me why I travel, not just to see beautiful places, but to have experiences that touch your soul. The monks were incredibly welcoming, sharing stories about their simple but meaningful life. One monk, Brother Francesco, has lived here for 40 years and told me that visitors like me help remind him of the beauty they're surrounded by every day. If you've ever felt like travel is just about taking photos for Instagram, this experience will remind you of travel's true power to transform us, to humble us, and to connect us with something greater than ourselves. Experience number 6. Secret swimming hole. Number 6, and after that spiritual moment, let's dive into something completely different. The secret swimming hole at Marina di Praia. This requires a bit of adventure. You'll park at Marina di Praia and hike along the coastline for about 30 minutes. The path isn't marked, and you'll need to scramble over some rocks. But then you discover this incredible natural pool, fed by a freshwater spring that keeps the water cool even in summer. The locals call it piscina natural, and swimming here feels like being in your own private paradise. The water is so clear you can see fish swimming around you, and the surrounding cliffs create perfect acoustics. Every sound echoes beautifully. Experience number 5. Dawn at Punta Campanella. Number 5 requires an early wake-up call, but trust me, it's worth it. Punta Campanella at sunrise, the southernmost tip of the Sorrentine Peninsula. You'll need to start hiking at 5 a.m. to reach the lighthouse before sunrise. The trail is well marked but challenging, and you'll be hiking by headlamp for the first hour. But when that sun breaks the horizon, painting the entire Amalfi Coast in golden light, with the island of Capri floating in the distance like a dream, it's pure magic. I've watched sunrises all over the world, but this one was special. You're literally standing at the edge of the world, with nothing but Mediterranean Sea stretching to infinity. If these experiences are inspiring your wanderlust, please share this video with someone who needs to see the Amalfi Coast. And make sure you're subscribed because I'm planning something huge for this channel. I might just be giving away a free trip to Italy. Experience number 4. Underground wine cave. Number 4 takes us underground. Hidden beneath Furore is an ancient wine cave where locals have been making wine for over 400 years. This isn't a commercial winery, it's a family operation run by the Cuomo family. Giuseppe Cuomo's great-great-grandfather carved these caves by hand, and they've been perfecting their winemaking techniques for generations. The wine is incredible, but the experience is what makes this special. Giuseppe tells stories about his family while you taste wines that you literally cannot buy anywhere else in the world. These wines never leave the property, they're made purely for the family and special guests. Being invited to taste them feels like being welcomed into their family history. Experience number 3. Eagle's View Hiking Trail. Number 3, the Sentiero degli Dei, or Path of the Gods. But I'm not talking about the crowded main trail. There's a secret extension that only locals know about. After completing the main trail, continue past Nissel for another hour along unmarked paths. This section is challenging and requires good hiking shoes, but the payoff is incredible. You'll reach a viewpoint that literally makes you feel like you're flying. The entire coastline spreads out below you like a map, and you can see fishing boats looking like tiny toys in the azure water far below. Pack a lunch and plan to spend time here. It's one of those places where you lose track of time, just sitting in awe of nature's incredible artistry. We're down to the final 2 experiences, and these are truly the crown jewels of the Amalfi Coast. Number 2 is going to shock you with how incredible it is, and number 1, well, it's the experience that I'll remember for the rest of my life. Experience number 2. Medieval castle stay. Number 2, and this one's going to blow your mind. You can actually stay overnight in a medieval castle on the Amalfi Coast, and most people have no idea this exists. Castello San Nicola, perched dramatically on cliffs near Tremonti. It's been converted into a unique accommodation, but it retains all its medieval character. For $200 per night, less than most hotels in Positano, you can sleep in a room where medieval lords once lived. Stone walls, ancient windows overlooking the sea, and a feeling like you've traveled back in time. Watching sunset from the castle's tower, with a glass of local wine and the entire coastline spread out below you, is an experience that money can't buy elsewhere. Number 1. The life-changing experience. And here it is, number 1. The experience that topped them all. Meeting 92-year-old Salvatore, a fisherman who's lived his entire life on these waters. I found Salvatore by pure chance, mending nets at dawn in Marina Grande. When I approached with curiosity about his life, he invited me to spend a day fishing with him using traditional methods his father taught him. For 12 hours we fished using nets and techniques unchanged for centuries, but it wasn't about the fishing, it was about his stories, his wisdom, his deep connection to this coastline. As we watched sunset from his tiny boat, Salvatore told me, tourists come to see the Amalfi Coast, but they miss its soul. The soul isn't in the beautiful hotels or restaurants, it's in the people who've loved this place for generations. That moment changed how I see travel forever. It's not about checking boxes or getting perfect photos, it's about connecting with the human stories that make places truly special. And that brings me to the surprise I promised. I've created a complete downloadable guide with exact locations, contact information, and insider tips for every single experience in this video. The link is in the description below, and it's completely free. Plus, if we can get this video to 50k likes, I'll be returning to the Amalfi Coast next year to film a follow-up with even more hidden gems. So smash that like button, subscribe for more authentic travel content, and let me know in the comments which of these experiences excited you most. The Amalfi Coast isn't just a destination, it's a feeling, a connection, a transformation. I hope these insider secrets help you experience it the way it deserves to be experienced. Until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting, and never stop seeking those moments that change your perspective forever. Ciao for now.